Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Jessica. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will be having a number of videos coming up where I will be showing you how to do decorations, party favors for a baptism. So these are the invitations that I will be showing you how to do. And if you remember from last week's vlogs, I was on the hunt for some doilies. Okay, so we are back, and thankfully I did find some doilies, and it had it was a multi-pack. So there's like smaller ones and they get bigger, and there's 32, there's 8 of each size. So I got 4 packs of these. So without further ado, let's get started. So I actually went to my local print shop. I actually went to FedEx to use their paper cutters, and you can actually use them for free, or at least I have, and they don't say anything. It just makes it a lot easier, and to have a straight edge instead of with scissors, it makes it kind of hard, and it's also more time consuming. With this one, I was done in like less than 5 minutes. And I also did the same thing here with the doilies. I just used the 5x7 paper that I cut, and I kind of centered it, and I saw where I needed to cut, and I did that for both sides. So now we are home, and we are going to design the invitation. Or I was inspired from a picture or invitation that I saw on Pinterest, so that's kind of what I was gonna go for. And then you're just going to kind of play around with it. But first, we're going to go to page setup so that we can set the size of the paper or the area that we're going to be working with. So you're just going to hit the plus sign, and we are going to add a custom size, which I named it invitation. And we are going to change the width to 5 inches and the height to 7 inches. And then I am also going to set the margins just so that we have more area to work with, and also for it to be even. We don't want to have more space on one side than the other one, at least for my preference. So now that we have our area, we are going to go ahead and get started with design. So at first I was, like I said, I had an idea, or I was inspired by an idea, and then I just changed it and decided just to add a simple cross to it. So I was just kind of looking around for different crosses, and I found this one. So we're just going to go ahead and save it. And we're going to just resize it to, our liking. So after I put it in, I really didn't like the way it looked. So I just kept on looking for more. And then I found this one, which was very, very simple, but sort of, elegant. And I thought this one would work a whole lot better. So I just replaced the other cross that I had, and I deleted it. So we're going to go ahead and add this one. And once I added it, I saw that it was just too much, with the doily at the top, and then the cross with the little swirlies or design at the bottom. So I went ahead and took off the doily, and then just used that cross as my picture there. So I just kind of played around with it and put it to the center. So and I used the top part as a guide. And now we're going to go ahead and add our text. And since my family is mostly Spanish speaking, I went ahead and did the invitation in Spanish. So this is what I came up with. I just played around with the different fonts, different sizes as well. And this is what I liked. So now I'm just going back into page setup just to make sure that I have everything much set up for when I print it. And this next step is very, very important, because if you don't do this, whenever you go to print it, it's just going to come out very bad, or it's just going to smear all over. So since it's thick paper, we're going to go ahead and select heavy, and we're going to hit done. And I printed like 5 different ones and I couldn't figure out why it just wasn't, printing correctly. It just kept on smearing. So on your printer, you're actually going to go to paper settings and we're going to select the same paper. We're going to go to custom. We're going to do the width 5. And then by 7. Just so that your printer knows what you're printing. And then see here in my paper type, I have different settings here as I did in my pages where I was creating my invitation. So we're going to go ahead and select heavy 2, which is the same setting that we used for our paper. And we're just going to use the multi-purpose tray. We are going to insert our cut half of the invitation. So you can see that the paper is very thick here. And that's why we have to use those settings. And again, it's really important that you do it because, like I said, I printed out like 5 and I couldn't figure out why it kept on smearing until I put the settings on the actual Pages application where I designed the invitation. So here we go, and look how pretty it came out. And I came out in black because that's all I have is a black laser printer. So now we're going to put it together. We're going to take that doily that we cut, and this is the first one that I had cut. So it's straight edge, and it just makes it a lot easier if you use the paper cutter, the straight edge paper cutter. It just comes out very, very clean. So we're going to take our invitation. We have our paper, and then I have twine that I got from the dollar store as well. So we're just going to take it there, center it, and then just go ahead and fold it. See, we have it here in the center, and we're just going to go ahead and fold it. And that's how it comes out. Very pretty. And it hides, the words on there. So that's why I like that it overlapped. Now we're going to take our twine and we are going to tie a bow. Just make sure you kind of have them, the edges straight. That way you have a pretty even bow. And I'm just going to go ahead and make the little bow. And then on the bow, you can actually also insert like a little tag, and you can write the name of the person who you are going to invite. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that. I like it like that as well. So that is it, y'all. This is the invitation. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and see y'all in the next one. Bye.